Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
And welcome to Overwatch Central. So, old Roadhog isn't going to be coming back anytime soon. The way the changes have appeared and have been approached have been weird to say the least. And it came as no surprise that a lot of the community didn't like them. We've done quite a few videos talking about the old Roadhog changes and how I'm not really much of a fan of how they went about it. However, when you look at the D.Va Mercy changes in particular and also the latest buffs to Roadhog, I do believe that the way that the game and the meta currently would be going means that new Hog has a role to play within the game. The idea of a meta at any point currently is kind of unwarranted. Anything could happen over the next 2 months or so. So we want to mix in all of these changes with what we expect a Hog will do now and his role within a team, and most certainly how all of this does relate to D.Va, as a lot hinges on her.
The main thing that was taken away from Roadhog was that one-shot ability. He was a hero that essentially anchored into the ground and got important pickoffs for his team. Our problem with Roadhog was never to do with the fact he could one-shot, to be honest. Our problem was that he could do too much as a tank hero. He could one-shot, throw out a ton of damage, both close and medium range, and then could also sustain and look after himself. It's frustrating what happened to Hog, but I do believe that somehow all of these changes are connected. We've noticed a trend of the changes being all about increasing the tempo of certain heroes that have been described as clunky, and once the damage nerf came in onto Roadhog, he truly felt horrible and unfun to play. Now with his ability to move around whilst healing and the damage reduction on top of that, he feels much more fluid and can push onto enemies a lot easier. His abilities flow into one another and really he doesn't feel like complete trash to play anymore. It was only until we saw how it paired with the D.Va Mercy changes that we saw that Roadhog really does have a job and a role on a team once again. And whilst he may not be as effective on his own and as much of a powerhouse as he used to be, there are some things we really want to highlight here.
Roadhog with the new changes is an absolute pain to kill nowadays. The ability to move whilst healing means that he can no longer be out in the open whilst taking a breather, meaning that again he just dies instantly after he's finished healing. He can run into cover or just run away, face away from the enemy, run back to his team, and a lot of the time you can actually survive a lot of the stuff coming in with the reduced damage reduction as well. I certainly would say that he's not nearly as strong as he used to be, but he does have his merits with how much of a pain he is to move off any objective or any point. And that's really his new role, the sustained and constant harassment and just being the heart of a team. But I guess this would be a new role if you're used to playing the old flanking Hog. New Roadhog's role is the centre of a death ball. He's a central midfielder in your soccer football team, your Roy Keane, your Danny Drinkwater. The player in the centre of your squad that isn't going to be the biggest name or role, but acts as an engine for your team. He can look after himself in certain fights, can help his supports either giving them ult charge or peeling for them, and it's just constant pressure on the enemy barriers and tanks, whilst also being able to reach out and pluck squishies with his hook. His hook combo one-shot ability is still there, however even if you can't, you should be pulling enemies back to your team so they can actually kill them as well. It's very similar to how a high-charged Zarya would play. It's very snowbally, taking those opportunities to get picks, punish bad positioning, and really take the fight to the enemy alongside your team as opposed to being the flanking Roadhog of seasons past. If you're capable with Roadhog and can position well with his new abilities, then you'll be able to dodge, mitigate, and just survive tons of crazy abilities that will be hitting you. It's not as flashy as the old Roadhog, you can't just kill people with ease, but your whole idea is to just be as annoying and consistent and in the face of the enemy as much as possible.
The thing that hinges new Roadhog on the balance of complete viability is the new D.Va. The beautiful thing here is that Roadhog benefits either way when it comes to how popular new D.Va will be. If she's not popular and falls in popularity, then that's more damage that Roadhog can get out. D.Va won't be around to peel for her supports if they get hooked, and that mitigation for her team will be non-existent. If she is viable and still remains a popular pick though, then great, because Roadhog eats right through D.Va in her new state. Her defense matrix just cannot withstand the complete annihilation of Roadhog's burst fire. Her burst damage isn't enough to scare Hog, and even better, you can actually survive D.Va's ultimate by using your heal due to the added damage reduction for Roadhog. So if D.Va ults, just take a breather and make sure you're ready for the knockback. There are still worries though that Roadhog is still a huge ult battery, but now that movement whilst healing is a thing, there's no excuse to be stood out in the open and just accepting the damage as Roadhog. We do believe that slowly and surely Roadhog will start to become viable and useful within a team again. The January D.Va nerfs were a great example of how a change killed off a hero for a while, and then she slowly crept back into a viable position, and started to kick ass really. We don't think we'll see the same thing happening to the same extent, at least with Roadhog, but we do think that the new Roadhog will be good and will be appreciated properly again in not too long.
And that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. Do let us know your assessment of New Hog. I know a lot of you will say that he's just not as good as the old one, and I get that, and I miss the old Hog as well. But I do feel that with the other changes that we've seen on the PTR since, Blizzard are going around this in a certain way with a certain idea, and I do feel that Roadhog's time to shine will come again fairly soon. But until next time, take care, and we'll see you then.